Alright friends, to get started on this job, it's going to be easiest if you have your window in the fully up position. After that, we're going to come right over here and remove this trim panel so we can get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and remove this plastic trim panel right here. To do this, I'm going to use a plastic trim tool and I'm going to carefully try to pry this away from the door panel. There we are. Now I'm going to carefully bend this a little bit and we can start disconnecting the wiring. Alright, I'm just going to use a pocket screwdriver. I'll come right in between this area here. Alright, we've got that off of there. Just inspect it. Make sure you don't see any funny colors. If you do, it's corrosion and it needs to be dealt with. Let's set this aside and do the same to the others. Awesome. Just take a quick note of the exact order that these connectors are in. You want to make sure that it rematches up back with the switches when we put it all back together. Now I'm just going to take these wires, just go ahead and push them right in there. And now we're going to move along to removing some Phillips head screws. You're going to find one Phillips head screw right here, and then the other one's going to be located up inside the door handle. Remove the pair. Once you have both those screws out of there, let's continue on with our plastic trim tool, and we're going to start removing the door panel from the door itself. Just got some little push clips under there. All right, now we can carefully lift this up. All right, remove the panel. Now that we have the door panel off, the next thing that I want to do is come right in through this hole right here. There's a 10mm headed bolt. I want to go ahead and remove that. I'm also going to come over to this portion right here and remove this bolt. After that, we'll come to the outside door handle, maneuver it around a little bit, and we should be able to access the rod on the other side to remove it. Let's continue on the outside of the door and remove all three of our mounting bolts. Now at this point what I want to do is I'm going to come down to this little clip right here because I want to remove this rod. I'm just going to get underneath this area and then I'll slide it up. With it slid up, you can tell it comes right out of there. So now at this point I can carefully remove the outside handle. Okay, so we got this handle out of here. The next thing I want to do is start swapping everything over. We have this last rod on there. We want to make sure we go ahead and put that directly onto our brand new handle. You're also going to notice that you have your lock cylinder. The lock cylinder is going to be something that you're going to switch over to the brand new handle, and I'm going to show you how to take both of these off of here. This clip right here, we're not going to be reusing it, so you can just go ahead and either snap it off or do whatever you need to do. We just want to get this rod out of there. Let's take that, we're going to slide it right into the brand new handle, listen for a nice click, and then wiggle it around, make sure it's secure. If it looks like the ears are kind of peening up like this one right here, generally I just like to give them a little squeeze and crush them in so it holds this in. Now let's do the lock cylinder. Right along this area right here, up along the top, there's going to be a little lever that you need to go ahead and press down on. Essentially it's going to unlock it, so I just got my screwdriver. I'm using my body weight and I'm forcing that down and in, and at the same time I'm trying to pry the lock cylinder out through the back. It's definitely not going to come out through the front, it needs to go out this direction. To get this out of here, I'm just going to use a nice rag, and then I'll use a metal punch. The reason why I'm using the rag is because I don't want to damage the lock cylinder at all. Now I'll hold this still and attempt to drive it out. Now it's time to install our locking cylinder. You want to make sure that you have this little flippy-do right here, which is the locking mechanism, facing up towards where this rod is. We're just going to go ahead and slide this in, listen for a click, and give it a wiggle. Okay. Felt a little click under there. Let's take a peek inside here. You want to make sure that that's pressed up against in there because that's what locks this in. So at this point, what I want to do is just try to press on this part of the lock cylinder and see if it pops out. All right, that's completely secured. We can get this back over to the truck. Now the next thing we want to do is take this little lock right here. I'm just going to go ahead and slide this right over that. Okay. So now when we put the handle in there, you're going to notice you have this rod. The rod essentially is just going to slide right down and inside this slot right along here. Okay, so now at this point, I've got it so the latch can move around up and down. I'm holding it with my finger. And what I want to do is I'm going to have to put this rod into this right there. But I'm going to do that from inside the door. So what I want to do is just try to get this top area up and inside here, and then get the door handle sitting where it needs to be. All right, now we're just going to double check our gasket going all the way around. You want to make sure that it's on there the way that it needs to be so moisture can't make its way into the door. So now that I got that rod connected, I'm just going to go ahead and start in these 3 screws, and then we'll also start in the 2 screws for the handle. Okay. All right, that one's started. Now that I have all of those bolts started, I'm going to go ahead and snug them up. All right, I'm going to double check my gasket. Perfect. Let's tighten this latch. All right, just going to double check them all. Now we're going to go ahead and put this little vent in here. We've got the vent flaps facing inside the door. We'll line it up with where it needs to go, take some rivets, and start riveting it in. There's one. Let's do the same to the rest. Before we go ahead and put everything the rest of the way back together, let's just test to make sure things are functioning properly. I went ahead and I connected it in my driver's side window here. I want to make sure that the window regulator can function without hitting up against anything inside the door. All the way down. A little bit of squeak there, that's okay. All the way up, that functions well. I'm just going to go ahead and put this down a little bit, and now we're going to test the door to make sure it functions properly. The easiest way to do that is to just go ahead and come to your latch right here. I'm going to press this in. That essentially means that the door would be shut. That's what the car is going to think that's happening. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab onto that handle, release it while I pull, and it should release just like this. Now let's go ahead and lock the door. Let's do it again. We shut the door. The striker's holding it in there. It's holding it nice and tight. Let's go ahead and do this. It's not releasing. Check the inside door handle. Still not releasing. Unlock the door, and let's test it again. I'm going to try the inside door handle. That works. Outside. Perfect. Now it's going to be time to get our door panel back on. Pay attention to the back side. You're going to have a whole bunch of these press clips. They're going to want to fit directly into the slots on the door where they belong. Let's take this. We're going to start up nice and high, up above this ridge right here, and then bring it down. I'm going to put this right up and over, press it in. Slide it down as far as it can go. Now we're just going to take a peek along inside here, and you can see my little push clip, and I can also see my hole. I'm just going to go ahead and line that up. Once it feels as though they're all lined up, give them a loving bonk. Next, we're going to put in our 2 mounting screws. There's one right up in here, and then of course there's one in the handle. Insert them both. Now let's get our trim piece on there. Pay attention to the back side. You have some more of those push clips. You're also going to have the areas that your wiring needs to connect into. You want the gray going into the gray, white into white, and black, of course, into black. Line this up. Press it in, listen for a click, give it a nice wiggle. You want to make sure all these are nice and secure. Click, tug, click, tug. Perfect. Now along the back side of this, or on this portion right here, you kind of have a little area that's going to need to slide in and under on the inside there. Once that's into its position, we can gently slide all the rest of this in. Couple loving bonks, make sure it's secure. Let's give it one last test. Perfect.